the film is about, you know, the battleground of the family home.
We probably all have a little bit of Katrina in us, we just don't want to admit it.
Katrina Skinner, played by Emily Barclay, is a product of a suburban nightmare. She's a sexy Gen Y whirling dervish who brings chaos to the manicured lawns of the Australian dream. When her brother Danny, who Katrina obsessively loves, is jailed for murder, she decides to sell the family home to raise money for his appeal. Katrina's only obstacle is her father. Using promises of sex and love, she cajoles her admirers into killing him.
There are some things in life you just can't control. The weather, wild animals, hiccups, and Katrina.
The character was just so wild and audacious and lawless and just sort of leapt off the page, you know.
Is that your wife? Poor thing. She's really let herself go, hasn't she? The tragedy really does begin in the home. Look at that tracksuit.
In a post-MTV generation who are very, very visually literate and sophisticated, and, you know, film language and syntax has changed so much, you can throw anything at them and they just absorb it. And I think that Suburban Mayhem kind of reflects that playfulness.
She's a nurse. Strange hours, strange brother, strange family.
At times, Suburban Mayhem is like channel surfing. It's just that all the channels are telling the same story. They're all telling it from a different perspective.
When a man's heart isn't through his stomach, it's in his pants.
I can't remember all of their names, but there was probably one for every letter in the alphabet.
Hey, kitten. Remember me from the weekend?
I'm a sucker for your love,
Eddie?
I remember you.
There's a lot of talk about Generation Y, and we identify them as being a new generation of kids who stay home longer and who probably have increased sense of entitlement. There seems to be a society where things are promised to them all the time, courtesy of the media. Katrina's in some way a reflection of that.
No more excuses. This isn't good enough. I'm not supporting you anymore.
I don't need you.
I kind of wanted to honour the emotional truths of the characters. In fact, it's actually about patricide, and it's about a family that are disintegrating and, you know, and are out of control. And I thought that for all the fun to be had, that it shouldn't be ever had at the expense of these people. I thought that the stories were really a tragic one.
She's not invincible. She'll get old too, she'll sag just like the rest of us.
When I'm acting and when I'm actually on set doing a scene and you do a take, and sometimes just something magical happens, like time stood still, and it's like the most incredible feeling.
Withdraw that complaint in the morning. I'll be back and I won't be alone. I'm a Skinner. My brother's a murderer. I'll have your head cut off.
We set out to make a film that was a roller coaster ride, but ultimately I wanted you to walk out with some questions in mind, and I don't mind if the audience walk out having had a great time and are troubled at the end of it.